Greetings, Star Seed. Greetings, light workers. Greetings to all those who live and breathe for letting their little lights shine. This is Oya Transformation, and this is Sunday, May the 31st, 2020. The cards have been shuffled, they have been prayed upon. I have asked the Holy Spirit through me. I have asked the ancestors. I have asked the divine guides and ascended masters to show up here and to give us only the highest and best energies that we can work with today. I ask for protection from negative forces. With this said, the cards have been shuffled and have fallen as such. So the theme for today is virtue. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. Now, I really like this definition for virtue because often we look at virtue as maybe more restrictive than it needs to be seen. But this definition allows us to see virtue as a way to love, as a way to show love to those around us. Because if we respond in only ways that would allow them to grow, we are not only exercising our highest and best abilities to connect, but we are also prompting others to want to be their best self as well. So it's less restrictive and more loving. So that's what we're asked to be today, and every day really, but to amplify today our ways of being that will allow people to grow to their highest self. So that's definitely going to be a happy Sunday. If you can put those practices into play, there's nothing but good coming your way. I made a rhyme. Anyway, moving forward, the cards that support virtue are number 1 from the numerology deck, moderation, which is a number 14, which reduces to a 5, which speaks to the 5 senses: tolerance, adaptability, willingness to learn, and flexibility. Now, moderation is one of those words I kind of love to hate because it seems to me where I hear it most is when I'm talking about reducing my sugar and somebody with diabetes says, "Oh, you only live once, do it in moderation." Go away. That's all I can say, go away. Or some other habit that I am knowing that I need to keep an eye on, and someone who lets it run free tells me it's okay. When only you know, and you do know, which of your 5 senses gets out of control and that you need to keep an eye on. And no one can tell you not to. Or they can, but it's up to you to, be the captain of your ship if you want to get where you planned on going. So moving forward, the next card from the empathetic oracle is surrender. Now, I don't know how you see surrender, but I used to not like surrender either. This reading is filled with words that I did not have a good taste in my mouth when they were said to me. The virtue, I was okay with virtue, but virtue when spoken to a woman is often talked about in restrictive ways. Didn't like that. Moderation, when used oftenly, oftenly, is that a word? When used in communication more often, it was coming from folks who were clueless about what that actually meant. And surrender always meant giving up. But I've gotten a different and a better understanding, and I challenge you to look a little deeper into these words, because that's the study. That's the study to become our best selves. It's looking at words we use that maybe trigger us. And what about those words trigger us? And what can we learn from those words so that we can carry them with us in a stronger way? And surrender spoke to giving up. But not anymore. Surrender, I embrace today. Because surrender speaks to being okay with not knowing. Why, you say? Why am I okay with not knowing? Well, just for today, it's real clear to me that I not only worship and love a higher being, a higher source that is omniscient, that also loves me back. So, when I don't know, I know where to go. And that's in all areas of my life. Now, I'm better in some than others with letting go and going straight to source. But aren't we all? Surrender says to me, the white flag is an open door to better listening. The white flag is an open door to reverence, to my spirit guides. So the white flag is my friend. And surrender tells me it's okay not to know. It's okay not to know. And when the answers cannot be found, with the knowing that resides in me, that I can easily grasp, that does not mean I don't have it. Because intuitively I know what I do know. And that is when I sit still and don't run amok because I am confused, or because I am hurt, or because I am not willing to gain better perspective. There is a flag that I can always throw down, which says to me, come on, Spirit, I know you got this. I am lost as hell. Help a sister out. And guess what? It does every time. So the final card for this reading from the Course of Miracles says, God's will for me is perfect happiness. Today I wake with joy, expecting but happy things of God to come to me. What a better blessing could one have? So whether you're coming from Bedside Baptist, or looking while you're gardening, or fixing a meal, this message comes to show you that you too can have a better understanding and be less triggered by words that you don't have a good relationship with. Because words, just like people, that we don't have a good relationship with are the teachers that come to help us shift our perspective. So with that said, today was an easy one. Surrender. Do whatever you can, whenever you can, to help another spirit get another step in the right direction. And those fleshly things that send you crazy, there's no moderation. If it's something you don't have the reins on, there's no hit it and quit it. If there's something you don't have the reins on, if it feels real good, and sometimes if it feels real bad, whatever it is, if it's a 2 thing, like 200, we put in front of it, surrender. And ask Spirit to help you get the balance that will allow for the perfect happiness that is its will for you and me. Namaste, and have the best Sunday of your choosing. Choose.